Hi, my name is Stuebing. I'm the Director of Youth Ministries at Centerville United Methodist Church in Centerville, Virginia. I attended the Philippi trips with Asbury from 1994 to 1998. Had the privilege of being on the first team with Asbury to West Virginia. The trip has been very powerful in my life as far as what I've chosen to do with my life career-wise. I learned a lot in West Virginia about what it means to be a leader and what it means to be an effective leader. I have learned that the toolmen have an incredible amount of patience for everyone on the trip that uses their tools and messes up their vehicles or slows down their projects. And I've learned that having that patience is really critical for those of us that attended as youth to learn the skills and to also learn what it means to be a part of a team. And so I've taken that very closely to heart when I am cleaning up a vehicle and trying not to complain or trying not to show my frustration, knowing that the fact that the leaders that I had did not show their frustrations towards me when I'm sure it was probably warranted, is made a real difference in the tone of the week and in my wanting to continue to serve. I had the opportunity this past summer to work on a floor with an ASP group, and I was working with a 14-year-old girl who had never done any flooring before. So I was teaching her what to do, and she said to me, "How long have you been doing this?" And I said, 20 years, with confidence, knowing that this reunion was coming up. And then it just struck me how long 20 years is, and how young she was, and how young I was when I was first on the job site. And so I looked at her again and I said, well, you know, this could be you in 20 years. You could be showing someone else how to do a job skill on a work site. And she said, I hope so. So know that those of you who have given to the youth, you've made an impact, and we're able to now return that gift and to pass it down to another generation. The people in West Virginia are probably the number one thing that kept me going back to West Virginia. I loved the work. I loved being able to help serve other people. The people that were there that we served every year I found to be interesting. I learned a lot about another culture, I guess, a little bit in West Virginia with the different people that we served. And a lot of times, especially if they had kids, it was always fun to learn a little bit about them and to play with the kids. The people that went down with us from Asbury have been lifelong friends for the most part, both the adults and the kids. And that's been really cool for my life to be able to stay in contact with so many people and to have that common bond with lots of people to understand what Philippi is like and what that whole experience is. I would say that the cool thing about that week was that the relationships didn't end at the end of the week, or they weren't postponed until the following summer. Like 99% of the people I would see on a weekly basis at church, and that was really powerful to me to know that the people that were leading us on the job site and the people that were participating in the work were also spending time in church and getting involved in different things at Asbury. That made a huge impact on my life and my spiritual journey, just knowing that the things that I was trying to make a priority in my life were the things that people I looked up to were already making a priority in their lives. So that was pretty powerful. As far as specific stories about West Virginia, I would say that the one most powerful story would be that we spent a week painting the exterior of a house blue. We called that the Smurf house. It was very blue. And I think the other work that was done that week were porches and steps on the exterior of the building. And I don't think we did very much work inside. But the next year when we went back to visit the family, the mom there had done an amazing job of wallpapering and painting and just making the inside of her home look beautiful. And it just was really cool to see how much additional effort and work went in to that house after we were gone, and to know that the family there took more pride in their home, and that they really enjoyed their living space a little bit more than maybe they would have with their outside of their house not completely finished. And so that's something that I've carried with me to many job sites when it gets frustrating. So you don't always know the full impact that you're making the week that you spend there.